I'm still kind of tripping off of the part in the trailer where you got the old guy. He's talking to Billy. He's like, "Say my name so my power can flow through your body." And I'm like,
"Wait a minute now."
If I was Billy, I was like,
stranger danger. And you can follow us on the social media. Follow us at McBlam Entertainment on Instagram and Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at McBlamENT. Subscribe to us on YouTube. You can catch all these highlights, stuff like that.
Find me on Twitter at CryKeem92. Cry with a K, Keem with a K and 2 E's. And also you can subscribe to my channel, The Immortal Nerd 2. That's where I have all of my, main videos and where I stay active at.
But yeah, and if you want to support us, you want to go that extra mile. We're not asking you to, but if you want to go that extra mile, you can do that for a very, very, very low price. Guess how much they can support us for?
About what? $5?
Yeah, I wouldn't turn that down. but I will not turn that down. But you can support us for the low price of $1 a month. That's less than stuff you can get out of the vending machine, man.
Hey.
Just $1 a month. Be a patron. Patreon.com/McBlam Entertainment. Go over there, support us if you choose to. If not, then we could just enjoy it. You could just enjoy us and be a viewer and be the awesome viewer that you are. But if you do support us, we can put out more content more often and bring the wonderful content, the wonderful, awesome content to the wonderful viewer that is you. If you are one of those people who are just like, man, I just don't like that serious DC tone, man. I'm just like, it's too much, man. I need to have fun. I don't want to go to a movie and it be serious, man. The Nolan Batman series was fine, but it's too heavy. And I'll admit I can't even watch those back to back. I get through Batman. I get through to the Dark Knight. It's like I'll start on Batman Begins, get to the Dark Knight. I'm like, man, I gotta take a break. I need a minute, real quick. But if you didn't want to, if you're like, man, I need to have more fun. DC needs to be more fun. Well, they got just a trailer for you. They have the movie called SHAZAM coming out, which is actually based on Captain Marvel. But I guess to avoid the confusion, we're going to go ahead and call him Shazam, which is what his name should be in the first place. I have no idea what DC was thinking when it was like, let's call him Captain Marvel and get mad at Marvel when they name his character Captain Marvel. And then so to the point where like Marvel had to be like, no. Her name's Captain Marvel. Right? It's different. It's different, you see. But no, we got Shazam and it's supposed to be a little bit more fun. So let's go ahead and check out the trailer. And we'll give our review.
You've run from foster homes in 6 counties.
I can take care of myself.
When you're 18, give these people a chance.
They seem nice, but don't buy it. It gets real Game of Thrones around here. Dude, just messing around. You look at me and you're like, why so dark? You're a disabled foster kid. You've got it all. You have bullet immunity!
I'm bulletproof. You're dead. Sorry about your window, but you're welcome for not getting robbed. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero.
All right. Well, there you have our trailer for Shazam. And like I said, if you were like, man, DC is just like, you're being a little bit too serious. This one was about as fun as you could probably get. What did you think?
Yeah, that was. I really can't even say anything about it.
Here's the thing.
It's so different.
Yes, it's very different. And to the length, I would say like Justice League is very vastly different from the previous movies that we had gotten before that. But this is pretty much, if you really think about it, it's it's almost like this is the DCEU's Ant-Man, because Ant-Man, you can realistically only take this so seriously. And to where I can like, okay, you could have a serious Ant-Man story and everything like that. You could have went the whole route where like, okay, yeah, Hank Pym is beating up his wife, and you could have had that whole story arc. They chose to leave that out. It's Disney. Understandable and everything. They decided to go just like, we can go the silly route with this. And if there was a movie that they were going to do that with, it would have it to be Ant-Man. And here you have like, 12, 13-year-old kid who basically becomes an adult. He's basically like he's the blue Power Ranger from Power Rangers Turbo.
Yeah. Every time he morphs,
he's like, oh snap, I'm 6 feet tall. You wanted that, that quintessential Marvel character, the likable asshole. You got Billy Batson.
Yeah.
you got Billy Batson, that's pretty much, he's playing that character. He's playing that character that, if you really think about it, the most popular Marvel characters are just the likable asshole, Peter Quill, Doctor Strange, Tony Stark, these are the characters. Oh, we love these characters and everything. I'm like, well, there you go. You have a Billy Batson. And to be honest, that's not far from how he is as a kid. If you've read the comics, or you've seen, Justice League War?
Yep.
I've seen Young Justice. Is he in Young Justice? He's not in Young Justice. He is, but he's not. Yeah, he is, but he's not. Not as much. And he's there. He's like the chaperone at times. Or
Right.
But yeah, you can still he's very much a kid and everything. For some reason, they choose him. And I'm like, all right, you choose him, and then he meets with the old man, aka Luke Skywalker, The Last Jedi. And he meets up with him, and he's just like, say my name. And he's like, what is it? Shazam. I'm like, serious? And I'm like, that's a legit reaction. I'm just like, at some point, I'll just be like, your name is what? Shazam. All right, I'm leaving. But if you were going to make any movie have a comedic tone, this would be the one to have it in. And I feel like that's the route they should go with this particular film. And he can be like, it's kind of like Flash. It's like Flash is a comedic type character. He always kind of has been, even, like Wally West a little more than Barry Allen, obviously.
Yeah.
But Flash can have his serious moments and everything. But for the most part, it's not comedic, but lighthearted. Like his series has always kind of been like that. It's like you have some serious moments that go on, some serious story arcs and everything, and they tone down that lightheartedness and they come down to a little bit more grittier. But for the most part, it's always been kind of like, it's a little bit lighter. And I feel like that's the kind of the route that they're going with this, and they probably should go with. It's not a big cast in this one. Zachary Levi is the guy that plays the actual Captain Marvel, Shazam. Asher Angel is Billy Batson. I don't know who that is. I've never heard of him. Mark Strong. I've seen him multiple times. Who else is in this? We got Ron Jones, who's double dipping. Mind you, we've seen a couple of times on cast lists, stuff like that, people just double dipping, going over from Marvel to DC, and I'm like, look, I can't be doing that. And then they're going to start confusing people. You're going to start you're going to have people come into the movie theater and stuff like that, and your old grandma is just going to be like, oh, is Luke Cage going to show up?
Like, what? Grandma?
Where Black Panther at? And I'm like, no, grandma. No, it's a different universe.
Yeah, different universe.
It's kind of like, what do you mean different universe? It's the same guy, isn't it? Yeah. I was like, stop doing that.
I'm still kind of tripping off of the part in the trailer where you got the old guy. he's talking to Billy. He's like, "Say my name so my power can flow through your body." And I'm like,
wait a minute now. Hold on.
if I was Billy, I was like,
stranger danger. Oh yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
what?
That's actually Herbert from the Family Guy. He got the cane and everything. Oh, he just missed. He just made a little bit, disguised his voice so he doesn't have.
Yeah. Come here, boy. Say my name.
Come in, my slow paper boy. How do you feel about the costume? Because the first time I saw the costume was in like that thumbnail where they show like where he realizes he's bulletproof in that particular scene, like this right here.
Right.
They showed that, and I'm like, oh god, they CGI'd the costume like they did with Green Lantern, and I'm like, oh god, no, don't do that again. But for the most part, it's just that one particular shot where it was just like, all right, his head does not fit his body right now.
Yeah.
But for the most part, in other scenes, I'm kind of like, I think it looks pretty cool. Obviously he's wearing a muscle suit under there, but so does Henry Cavill, even though technically, yes, he doesn't need to. But like you can see, like, yeah, he's definitely wearing a muscle suit under there. But what do you think about the costume?
My first reaction was like, well, I kind of didn't have one. It was just silent. I was like, it's kind of interesting. Like the material that they used, it was, how can I say it? Like it wasn't real. Mm-hmm. It's not real. But
yeah,
into the movie world, like if I was in the DC universe and I looked at Captain Marvel's costume or outfit, I'm like, he probably bought that from like Halloween store or something.
Yeah,
like it's not really authentic as if I were to look at Superman's outfit or uniform. It looks more of something that was from his planet.
Yes,
something like that.
Yes, exactly. Like it definitely looks. Like, I will say that they made a good job of making it look more alien. And I always kind of appreciated that and everything. Even though a lot of people are saying like you need to bring back the red underwear, and I'm like, all right, fine. I guess, but this one, like I said, in that one, the only time I'd seen it was that one. The first time I saw it was that one scene. He's like, oh my god, I'm bulletproof and everything like that, and I'm just like, that does not look good. It looked like a CGI suit, and I'm like, oh, here we go with this again. But for the most part, I was like, I kind of like it. The lightning bolt might take some getting used to because it's always kind of shining. And I think that's kind of like, it might be messing up the contrast with the rest of the suit. And we all know that's something that could very well change in post-production because, obviously the movie's not finished and everything like that. This is just a trailer. And the costume, it's not going to look vastly different, but, they might they're going to tweak some things most likely or anything like that. And it might look a little bit better because for me right now, I like the costume, but the lightning bolt is it's a little off-putting because like it's a different contrast than the rest of it, and it's shiny and it's like,
and everything else is just plain.
Yeah,
like that's the only.
Yeah, so maybe if you tone that back just a little bit, like it could still be like shiny and everything, but dim that light just a little bit, it might fit, or just brighten up the color of the costume, and it might work a little bit better.
Just like in the Injustice video game, the first one, his original costume is more like the lightning bolt isn't dim. Not dim, but it isn't brightened. It's dim with the rest of his clothing, and the rest of the clothing is more more detailed to it. And also in the other outfit that you can get if you unlock them in the New 52 one, it does have the I want to say it's lightened up, but the rest of his uniform is also lightened up as well with the designs or whatever.
Yeah, and that's probably the only thing I would really say about it. Other than that, I like it. excuse me, I hope I get to see him wear the hood at least once because I think the hood's cool. I've always thought the hood was cool. I was just like, it's a cape, but I'm like, he also has the hood to go with it. I'm like, okay, I always thought that was actually pretty cool. I can't say I'm excited to see it. I think the most exciting movie that I'm most excited to see out of these 3 trailers, I would probably say is Alita. I'm most likely going to see Shazam. But I'm definitely going to go see Alita right now. Like, say that was the best out of the 3 so far and everything. And as long as they don't do anything to drastically change the movie, please don't do that, Warner Brothers. Don't sit there and do something so they like limit the time or anything, like, you know, so where they have to cut out vital parts and stuff, you know, because somehow they didn't learn their lesson from Batman v Superman and wound up messing them up during Justice League, you know, where they had to cut out quite a bit. But and then, you know, you could make the argument like, well, look at Infinity War. You know, Infinity War, they had a bunch of footage in there and they cut it down. Black Panther, they had a bunch of footage in there and they cut it down and everything. So if they can do it, why can't DC do it? And I'm like, or sorry, if Disney can do it, why can't Warner Brothers do it? And I'm like, it's a good point.